We're back. I mean, our third co-host is back. He truly is. He needs to do a show one day when you're not here.
Yeah, he does.
You want to be my co-host one
Your
day?
viewership would stop.
Stop!
No one's watching. No one's watching anymore.
Well, of course, he is back with more legal insight from Peterson's Law Office.
That's right. We've got Justin Peterson in studio here. And Justin, always good to see you. You're always so full of knowledge and so quick when I throw you weird questions. And that's what I like about you so much. Because, you know, you never know what we're going to say. But we've got something specific to talk about.
Okay.
You're coming off of a big win here recently, aren't you?
Yep.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, we are. So medical malpractice is probably one of, if not the hardest type of case to pursue, because a lot of people get confused with, you know, bad medical outcomes versus what's actual medical malpractice. And medical malpractice is when a medical provider breaches the standard of care and someone's harmed because of that. And those are two really hard things to prove a lot of times. And for example, in like a missed cancer diagnosis case, we might have a clear misdiagnosis, but the cancer was so advanced it didn't cause any harm, right? Because the outcome was going to be the same either way. Or we have situations where there's a contraindicated medication that's given and that truly harms somebody, and then we have to look at, you know, both sides. Was there a breach? Was there causative damages because of that breach? And most recently we did. We had a big win here in Central Kentucky. The jury awarded $8.4 million for our client. And those are hard cases because it's really a lose-lose in a lot of these situations, because even though the jury found held the doctors and the medical providers accountable for what happened, and they did find that it also caused damage, my clients are so harmed and the situation so tragic that it truly is a lose-lose, even though it is a win.
Right.
So.
Now, granted, there are so many cases that you do win, but there are some cases where folks get a little nervous about, let's say, going back to the doctor.
Yeah.
And so how do you help folks with let's say, repercussions? Because there's no repercussions, there's nothing you can do, but you're nervous.
Totally. And so we're both an advocate and a counselor, so that kind of gets into the counselor piece of what we have to go through. So obviously I meet with dozens of people every single day. So I'll meet with 1,000 people over the course of a year. You know, I don't take every case. We have to decline a lot too. But what we have to do is really counsel these folks and really be there for them, whether it's a car wreck, medical malpractice, nursing home neglect, anything. You know, we have to be there for them. And I tell you who's great at it is my staff. Really? They're the most compassionate, empathetic people, and they're the front lines of my office dealing with people every single day. Our attorneys that we work with, our business partners that we work with, they're incredibly empathetic and sympathetic to what people are going through, and we ride that wave of you know, lack of trust or pain or whatever they might be going through.
So you talked about your staff there. I mean, how many people do you have on staff with you?
So across the East Coast, we have over 200 attorneys, and so more staff than that, obviously, that are supporting those attorneys. And we're blessed. You know, I did a joint venture with Whiteford Taylor Preston. They have amazing folks that work with us on a daily basis. And it's just really exciting because what it does is it increases our reach. Justin can't be in two places at once. And so, you know, the people that we work with and that work for us are truly amazing people.
And speaking of amazing people, I know we all want Justin Peterson to get us, of course, but how can we vet some of these lawyers? Are there specific questions that we need to ask your staff?
Absolutely. You know, when you call my office, one, I would love to speak with you. But if I'm in court or in trial like I was all last week, then, you know, it's going to be one of my staff members. And so what I want you to do is I want you to go to the website, right? And go look at the results, because you're going to see results on there. I also want you to make sure that it's the right fit. You know, when I'm talking to these people, does it feel right? And if it doesn't feel right, then go a different direction, right? And so that's what I love about my staff, is I know it's going to feel right because they've encountered your situation before. When I meet with families, like yesterday I was at a UK hospital meeting with a family. And when I am meeting with these families, I've handled this hundreds and hundreds of times. This is their first time through it. But we have to appreciate that what they're going through is brand new to them.
JustinPetersonLaw.com. You can find all the information and reviews and all that good stuff. We appreciate you being here, buddy.
Thank you.
All the stuff.